Hello, webinar participants. I welcome you. I am Tatiana Gordon. I direct second language education programs here at Hofstra, and I'm delighted that you will be joining me today. We're going to talk a little bit about the various programs that Hofstra offers, and then we'll also talk about your needs, and we'll try to establish whether one of the programs is a strong fit for you. So that's what we'll try to accomplish today. First, I would like to discuss a little bit the kind of jobs that our graduates hold upon graduation. So they work in a variety of capacities. Some of our graduates work as teachers of English to speakers of other languages. Some work as EFL teachers, teachers of English as a foreign language. Some work as bilingual teachers. Some graduates are teachers of foreign languages, for example, Mandarin Chinese, German, Italian, and Spanish. Some work as curriculum developers. There are those graduates who work as second and foreign language program directors, and then some are college-level instructors. All in all, we offer 6 programs. So let me go through the list of those programs first, and then we'll talk about what distinguishes each program. We have a Master of Science in Education program in teaching English to speakers of other languages. We have an Advanced Certificate program in teaching English to speakers of other languages. We have a Master of Arts program in bilingual education. An Advanced Certificate program, which is also a program in bilingual education. There is a Master of Science in Education program in teaching a foreign language as well as ESL, the so-called LOTE TESOL program, and the Master of Arts program in teaching foreign languages and ESL. So let's look at these programs a little more closely. The Master of Science in Education program in teaching English to speakers of other languages, we say TESOL, is for you if you're looking to earn a master's degree in education as well as New York State certification, and you will be certified to teach at all grade levels. To get into the program, there are certain stringent requirements. We require a GPA, a grade point average of 2.75 in all coursework, and additionally a CUM of 2.75 in the liberal arts. We require 2 letters of recommendation. Also, you need to complete the general education core and content courses. You need to have an interview with the program director. You need to furnish a written statement, and you need to complete 12 semester hours of foreign language study. So you may be wondering, what I haven't completed the general core on the undergraduate level? What if I don't have those 12 semester hours of foreign language study? You do have the option of completing those requirements concurrently with your studies, and you don't need to take those courses at Hofstra. You can go to a community college and complete those courses there. So the general ed core and the 12 semester hours of foreign language study need to be completed prior to graduation, not prior to admission into the program. Let's move on. We have an Advanced Certificate program in TESOL. Now that program is for you if you already have a master's degree and you're certified and you would like to have that additional credential in teaching ESL. Maybe you are looking to do some professional development, or maybe there's a job in your school building and you're being considered for the job. So in that case, that program would be a very nice opportunity for you. It has very similar admission requirements, an overall GPA of 2.75, 2 letters of recommendation, an interview, a personal statement, and 12 semester hours of foreign language study are all required. All right, let's move on. Let's talk about our Master of Arts bilingual education program. Now that program is intended for those individuals who have a bachelor's degree in education and are certified, and they would like to become a bilingual teacher. So this person is seeking to earn something called a bilingual extension on their base certificate. To get in, you need a GPA of 2.75, you need 2 letters of recommendation, you need to have an interview, and also it's very important that you be a bilingual individual, that you be truly proficient in another language, whether that be Spanish or Haitian Creole or Chinese. So that's a requirement, and you will need to demonstrate your proficiency on a test. And there's a similar program, a bilingual extension program. This one is an advanced certificate program. It's for those individuals who have a master's degree in education, who are certified, and who are interested in getting a bilingual extension. And again, we're required 2 letters of recommendation, an interview, and you need to demonstrate your proficiency in another language on a test. So now I would like to talk a little bit about 2 unique programs that Hofstra offers. These are our 2 dual programs. We have a Master of Science in Education program in teaching a foreign language and ESL. So graduates of the program earn a master's degree and then 2 sets of credentials. They become certified in teaching a foreign language in grades 7 through 12 and ESL at all grade levels. So of course, to get in, you need to be proficient in one of those languages, whether it be Mandarin, Chinese, or French, or Italian, or Spanish, or German, or Russian. We either require that you have a bachelor's degree, or we'll also accept a student who has completed 36 semester hours of foreign language study. And if you're a native speaker, you can demonstrate your proficiency on a proficiency test. And again, we require a respectable QM of 2.75, a personal statement, 2 letters of reference, and an interview. We're moving on now to the next slide, and I would like to point out that there's a parallel program. This one also results in 2 sets of credentials to teach a foreign language and ESL. There's one point of difference though. This particular program does not lead to New York State certification. So if you're looking to teach a foreign language or ESL in another country, or maybe in a private school here in the United States, this program is a nice fit for you. Again, you need to get in, you need to have a degree in a foreign language, or you need to have completed a certain number of foreign language credits, and or alternatively you can demonstrate your proficiency on a test, and all the admission requirements are pretty similar: a QM of 2.75, a statement, and 2 letters of reference. You can apply for either the MS or the MA program if you're an international student. We require the minimum TOEFL score of 80 or above, or of 80. Above would obviously be preferable. We also would very much like to schedule an interview with you if you're an international student, and more often than not we do that. We either schedule a phone interview or a Skype interview, so this is another expectation. Now let us talk about the courses that we offer and why these courses are renowned, what distinguishes them. So we offer innovative, state-of-the-art courses in a number of areas. First of all, our candidates take a number of courses in linguistics and second language acquisition. They study patterns of language learning, how young children learn their mother tongue, how second language learners learn a second language, what students from various backgrounds find particularly challenging when they study English as a second language, or any language for that matter. We examine language policies throughout the world. We also do something we find very exciting. We'll look at the brain imaging studies that are being conducted throughout the United States and the American hospitals, as well as in other countries. And we examine the evidence, the data that these studies yield, and then what we're trying to do is interpret that evidence for its implications for instruction. Let us say in the hospital, a researcher found out something about the brain area that controls language use or language comprehension or language acquisition. What does it tell us as teachers? How can we use that finding to enhance our teaching? So our second language education programs promote something called brain-compatible pedagogy. It's a state-of-the-art approach, and we're very much interested in exploring that approach. We also offer courses in immigration studies. Again, that's the component of our curricula that our students find very enjoyable, exciting, and stimulating. We'll look into a variety of immigration studies, and our students know why individuals leave their countries, how they travel to the United States, what their home life is like, what their accommodations are like, what type of jobs immigrants hold, what child-rearing practices prevail in immigrant families. You need to be cognizant of all that research to be a truly effective ESL teacher. What holidays do immigrants celebrate? What are they proud of in their culture? And how can you honor that in your own teaching? So our students are able to promote something we call culturally responsive pedagogy. And it's something that we're quite proud of. We also teach a variety of courses, methodology courses. While the program offers a strong grounding in theory, we're also very, very interested in educating the practitioners who are very effective as teachers. So the program places a very, very strong emphasis on practice. We maintain a portfolio of exemplary lesson plans that have been developed by our students and our faculty. And our students are able to use that portfolio. If one of us teaches a demo lesson, we enjoy taking out a lesson plan and implementing that particular lesson. We have a learning library of props that our students are able to use. So there's a variety of ways in which we support practice, in which we support teaching in the field. There's also a team of artists who work with us pro bono. So if you develop a particularly innovative and exciting lesson plan and you think, I would like to have some graphic materials that would go with this lesson, it will be developed for you. So that's, again, it's a little feature that we're proud to have. The last course in the programs is, most of the programs, not the bilingual programs, but most of the programs is student teaching. And again, as a student teacher, you are provided with quite a bit of support. You will work with a supervisor from Hofstra, as well as a highly qualified teacher employed at a given school, the school where you will be student teaching. So 2 individuals will support your student teaching. Let's now talk a little bit about the fieldwork opportunities that happen prior to student teaching. First of all, you will be observing. You will be doing something called participatory observation in a variety of schools. You don't need to worry about your placements. Hofstra has a special office of field placement which will provide those placements for you. Will make sure that they're sufficiently close to where you live so that traveling, commuting to the schools won't be a burden. So all that will be arranged. And then your student teaching will also be arranged by the Office of Field Placement. If you're a working teacher and you look to student teach on the job, that certainly is a possibility. We'll honor that request. Now I would like to say a few words about our student body. So the programs at Hofstra enjoy an international reputation, and we have an international student body. Some 20% of our students come from overseas, from a variety of countries, such as Bosnia, China, Colombia, Iran, Peru, Russia, Saudi Arabia, and Taiwan. Our international students enjoy interesting opportunities, interesting organizations that were created specifically to meet their needs. For instance, we have something called an International Society of Education Students, or ISIS. It is a venue where international students and American students get together. They view movies, they go on field trips to New York City, they celebrate holidays together, they get to know each other better, they exchange ideas. So this club, this society, is meant to enhance our international students' experiences on Hofstra campus and feel more integrated, more at home while they're doing their graduate studies. We also offer some financial support. There is an ISIS fellow offered by the TESOL program, the TESOL Graduate Assistantship, there's a Hagedorn Fellowship, there's a Teach Grant. You can find out more about these opportunities by either contacting our financial aid offices or one of the program directors. So if you would like to ask me any questions, please feel free to call me or email me. My contact information is provided on this last slide. Professor Mustafa Masroor, who co-directs our LOTE TESOL programs, is also available to take your questions. His contact information is provided, so both Professor Masroor and I will be delighted to talk to you some more and to get to know you and to answer your questions. Now I see some questions are being streamed from our callers, so let me take those. There's a question from Monica, who comes from New York. Monica is asking, how long does it take to complete the programs? Hi, Monica. It depends on the program. If you are interested to earn your master's degree, then you will take the average of 2 years to do your graduate studies. If you are looking to enroll in the certificate program, usually it takes the average of 2 semesters. There's another question. This one is from Natalie from New York. Natalie is asking when classes meet. Natalie, our classes are scheduled so that working teachers would be able to enroll and attend. So there's 2 time slots. There are classes that are offered at 4:30 p.m. and then there are also classes offered at 6:30. Okay, there's another caller. This is Jessica from China. Hi, Jessica. Welcome. Jessica is asking, am I going to get any assistance with a job search? Oh, absolutely, Jessica. If you should be eligible to be employed upon graduation, maybe the school will sponsor your visa. Hofstra will certainly provide assistance to you as well as everybody else, all of our graduates, in looking for a job. First of all, we will help you prepare a cover letter and a resume. So we'll make sure that these meet high standards and reflect your special strengths. Then once the school invites you to teach a demo lesson, we'll help you develop the demo lesson. We'll also help you prepare for an interview. We'll go over the interview questions that are most likely to be asked. So yes, Jessica, you will get quite a bit of support with your job search. There's another question here. This one is from Carlos. Carlos is from Colombia. Hi, Carlos. Carlos is asking, okay, so the question is, what if I do not have sufficient content hours before applying to the program? Carlos, you do not need to complete those content hours prior to applying. Completion of the general education core is a graduation requirement. So should our specialist, our certification specialist, establish that you have a deficiency, that will let you know, and then you have the option of completing those outstanding hours either at a community college here in the United States or even in your home country, in your case in Colombia. That certainly is a possibility. Okay, we have another question from Carmen. Carmen lives in New York. Hi, Carmen. Carmen is asking, is there a deadline for admission? No, not really. Hofstra has something called rolling admission, which means you can apply at any point of time. It's probably a good idea if you are looking to start your studies in the fall, in September, to apply by early August. If you would like to start in early February, then I encourage you to apply by early January. But these are not definitive deadlines. Your application will be reviewed, as well as everybody else's, on the ongoing basis. So thank you all for joining me and for your questions. And again, I look forward to getting in touch with you and to answering your questions.